Hello everyone. My name is Venu Madhav and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about recursion, scope of variables and storage classes. What is recursion? Recursion is the process in which a function calls itself or directly or indirectly. As we have learnt in the previous classes, a function divides a program into much easier similar parts into subprograms which help in debugging easier and which makes debugging easier and makes the code reusability and readability very much easily. And we can see here each recursive call reduces size of the problem and easy to solve the problems that can be divided into sub-smaller problem. Example of recursion, factorial of a given number. We all know that the factorial of a given number is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into up to so on. So, for example, if we take 5 factorial, we get 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into 0 factorial, which is 1. So, it becomes 120 in total. So, in here, int is the data type and int factorial int n is a function which is opening, and if n is equals to 0, this is just a smaller type of a function. If n is equals to 0, then it will return 1 to the integer data type. Else, it will return n into factorial of n minus 1. It will call the function now. So there are many types of recursion, direct and indirect. Tail and non-tail recursion are of high types, or there are more complex, but direct is when the function calls itself directly, and in indirect recursion the function calls another function which calls the first function. These are the recursion. And the scope of variables defines the part of the program where a variable can be accessed easily or easily to be found. Local scope, a variable declared within a function. The access is only within it, but the global is has the access everywhere throughout the program. We can access the global scope throughout the program, global declaration type of thing. We can see the example scope of variables, example for a scope of variables, and in storage classes, they define the scope, lifetime, and visibility of a variable. Auto, register, static, extern are the types of storage classes. Auto, the default storage for classical, like index is equals to 5, as we can see in this PPT. And static and extern retains value even after a function ends. Static index is equals to 0. Use it to declare a global variable that is defined in another file. And we can see the summary of this PPT over here. Thank you.